Before time, God existed alone in the infinite void. The universe was an empty, silent canvas. Then, God spoke a word that echoed through the cosmos. Light burst forth, piercing the eternal darkness. It illuminated the potential for form and life, a beacon of hope in the vast emptiness. God separated the heavens from the earth. Boundaries of existence were established. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered the deep waters. The Spirit of God hovered over the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night. Evening passed, and morning came the first day. God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters. Let it separate water from water." God made the vault and separated the water. The water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault sky. Evening passed, and morning came the second day. God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered. Let dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters seas. God saw that it was good. God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees bearing fruit. Fruit with seed in it, according to their kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed, trees bearing fruit with seed in it. God saw that it was good. Evening passed, and morning came the third day. God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky, to separate the day from the night. Let them serve as signs to mark sacred times, days and years. Let them be lights in the vault of the sky, to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights. The greater light to govern the day, the lesser light to govern the night, and also the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky, to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, to separate light from darkness. God saw that it was good. Evening passed, and morning came the fourth day. God said, "Let the water teem with living creatures. Let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea, every living thing with which the water teems, every winged bird according to its kind. God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and increase in number." The oceans teemed with life, a vibrant testament to God's boundless creativity. Now, God prepared for his ultimate creation, humanity. He reached down, gathering the dust of the ground. His hands, filled with divine power, began to sculpt. A form emerged, slowly taking shape in his hands. It was a man, molded from the very earth itself. But this was no mere statue, it was destined for life. God leaned close, his breath filled with divine essence. He breathed into the man's nostrils, a gentle whisper. The dust stirred, and the man's eyes fluttered open. Life sparked within him, a reflection of God's own spirit. The man stood, the first of humanity, Adam. God smiled, pleased with his creation, a perfect image. He saw that Adam was alone, a companion was needed. God cast a deep sleep upon Adam, a peaceful slumber. From Adam's side, he gently took a rib. He fashioned it with care, shaping it into a woman. Eve, beautiful and radiant, was brought before Adam. Adam awoke, his eyes widening at the sight of her. "This is now bone of my bones," he exclaimed. "And flesh of my flesh, she shall be called woman." God blessed them, his voice echoing with love and promise. "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth," he said. "Subdue it, have dominion over all living things." He placed them in the Garden of Eden, a paradise. It was a place of beauty, abundance, and perfect peace. A river flowed through the garden, nourishing all life. Trees laden with fruit lined its banks, a feast for the eyes. God walked with Adam and Eve, sharing his wisdom. He taught them about the garden and its wonders. He gave them one commandment, to not eat from one tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He warned them of the consequences of disobedience. But he also gave them free will, the power to choose. This covenant was a gift, a promise of eternal life. It was an invitation to participate in his divine plan, to nurture the earth and live in harmony with him. God looked upon his creation and saw that it was good. He had created the heavens, the earth, and all life. But his greatest creation was humanity, made in his image. A reflection of his love, his power, and his grace. This act of creation set the stage for a grand story. A story of redemption, grace, and enduring bond. Between God and humanity, a story yet to unfold. The sun set on the first day, painting the sky gold. Adam and Eve stood hand in hand, in awe of creation. Their journey had just begun in the Garden of Eden. The world was theirs, a gift from their loving Creator. They were ready to embrace their destiny together. The stars emerged, twinkling in the night sky. A silent promise of hope and eternal love. God watched over them, his heart filled with joy. His creation was complete, a masterpiece of love. The dawn of humanity had arrived, full of promise. The air was still, filled with the scent of flowers. A gentle breeze rustled through the leaves. The sound of water trickling in the distance. A symphony of nature, a testament to God's glory. Adam and Eve were home, in the heart of Eden. Their story was just beginning, a new chapter unfolding.